Okay, welcome to the mini small holder. I'm going to show you today, whether you can crochet or not, how to make a scouring pad for your kitchen. So I'm using garden twine, which is a bit stiffer than normal yarn, and what I'm going to do is what we call a slip knot. So you put it through like that, you make a hook. It's called a slip knot because you can just slip it like that. Okay, so you put it through like that, and then I'm going to do almost like a running stitch, but you're going to want to keep it quite loose. The thing I've noticed is if you keep your tension the way I do, which is by wrapping it, you're going to end up hurting your hand slightly. It's a little bit different to usual yarn. And I do 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe one more. There. And then I'm going to find the end and pop my crochet hook through, pull that through there, and then put it through there, and then do a chain of 2. Okay, and then wrap it round, and then you incorporate all of the previous stitch, and then that becomes 2 stitches and then 1 stitch. Okay, so right through the center, pull that through and pull that through. So that's 3 times we've done that. We're getting all knotted already because the twine wants to keep its flow. And you notice we're incorporating that bit there as well. So with this video, if you don't crochet regularly, or you've never crocheted before, pause it, try it a few times yourself, and then watch it again. Press play, see if you're getting it the same as I am, or maybe getting it into less knots than I am. Okay, and we're incorporating that little tufty bit each time, as you can see. Now the reason that's important is because after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so, we can pull it and the hole in the middle gets smaller. So it actually helps us control the middle. This is number 8. So it's 2 stitches, 2 stitches, 1 stitch. 2 stitches and 1 stitch, and that's number 9. Oops. Sorry, hit the camera. 10. 11, and then pull that once more. And then I think number 12 will be the final one. And then what you do, you find that stitch from there, and then you just pull that through and incorporate it, into there. Okay, so that's your first round. So this one is 3 rounds, and the way I do this is do the chain for the first one, and then I go back through the next one there, through the top 2 stitches, and have that like that, then back into that one again. So what I'm going to be doing, and you'll see this now, is an example of 1, 2, 1. So that way I can increase. And I'm sure if we were doing this as a real technical crocheters video, we'd put a bit more effort into teaching you each individual stitch, but you can just follow along. And these videos are really good for pausing as you go. So you don't have to make a circle, but it makes it a lot easier if you want to then, gosh, I say easier and then I'm struggling, easier if you then want to hang it up, and it's a bit more in keeping. So the reason that this is something I'm trying to do at the moment is I want to dispel the myth that zero waste, or sort of green things for around the kitchen, around the home, have to be more expensive. So on my site, the mini small holder, are also working towards being self-sufficient, but this is just a very good way of creating something that costs, I don't know, maybe 20-30 pence a scrubby, if that. I think all of that twine was probably about 2 or 3 quid, wasn't it? So I'm looking at Paddy who's filming. But actually it goes in with our no spend challenge. So our no spend challenge has got 2 streams on it. The first is that we cut out any non-essential spending, and the second one being that any essential spending we look to cut down to the absolute bare minimum, which I think we're doing quite well, aren't we? He's nodding off camera, so that's good. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going round, and then when I get to the final ring, what I did was, rather than increase every other, I increased every third one. So I put 2 stitches into the top of every third one. So 2, 1 and 1. And then what I want to show you, because I don't think you'll have the need to watch me crochet a whole thing, because I say it takes maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And when you do get to the end, you just do that running chain stitch again. And you make that hoop as long as you like. And then the final stitch, you just bring back and tuck it in. Gosh, I'm so used to working with lovely soft wool. I've just been making a baby's blanket, so this is, couldn't be more different. And then you just get a pair of scissors and then pull it through like that, and then you've got your hook. But of course, the lovely thing about crochet is that it's quite pliable. And the lovely thing about twine is that it is quite abrasive. So you've got something that's not too abrasive for your pots and pans, but is actually something that can go on the compost heap when it's finished. If you like us, please hit the button at the bottom and subscribe, because we're always doing tiny little things like this, or showing you how to do simple gardening hacks and things like that. Okay, thanks very much for your time. Bye.